Welcome to the Digital Maddie Show. This is a platform where I share my knowledge on how to record an amazing video, create your personal brand, and build your online business with ease and comfort with social media marketing. I also invite many influencers and digital marketers on this show and ask amazing questions to extract their secrets of business. Let's get started with your host. Hi, my name is Mithil Dave and I'm a YouTube and the video podcast expert, and I help aspiring video influencers to record your podcast and video and make sales through video making. So we have an amazing guest on our show. He's already into the studio. He's going to share his amazing stories with us today. So let's welcome him. So let's welcome on the show Kumar Rajgopalan. Let me introduce him. He is a podcaster, soft skill trainer, life coach, and a motivational speaker. He is a calm and composed trainer. His podcasts have been well received by all ages. His listeners are located all over India as well as in Germany, Singapore, USA, Dubai, etc. The long industry experience enabled him to share relevant anecdotes, stories, and examples in his training sessions, making it impactful. So welcome Kumar sir on the show.
Hello Mithil. Thank you for having me on the show. It is a pleasure for me to be on the show. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
It's our honor, sir. So Kumar sir, let me ask you one of my favorite question. Which is your favorite quote or a line that motivates you on a daily basis?
My favorite quote is a quote given by our president, our ex-president, our late president, Dr. Abdul Kalam, also known as the Missile Man of India. And he says, you cannot change your future, but you can change your habits, and surely your habits will change your future. That's my favorite quote, and I read it every day, and that's what defines my life also.
Awesome, Kumar. So that's really valuable and deep. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Oh, my pleasure.
So Kumar sir, can you share your backstory to us so that all the people who are listening this episode can know you better?
Okay, let me start with a very brief introduction about myself. I've been a recent podcaster. I've started podcasting somewhere in the month of April 2020. And this podcasting actually happened because it was the coronavirus time. And I thought, why not share some good knowledge that I have captured over the years. I am basically a soft skills trainer, a life coach, and also a motivational speaker. My biggest belief is that you listen with your eyes, never with your ears, because that brings in great depth to the conversation, to the communication. I'm a very positive person, and I love challenges that bring out the best in me. I love nature, I love music, and I'm basically a cost accountant, and I've had a career which lasted for more than 3 decades. And I've been through various organizations, and they have given me a lot of learnings over the last, which I try to incorporate into whatever I say by way of a podcast or whatever I say by way of a training, and try to relate those real life examples to what you would face now and to find a suitable solution for it. So that's it. Plus, I was also associated in some measure with the Teach India mission of spoken English, which is a CSR initiative of the Times of India. And 2 years, it was in 2018 beginning, where I conducted along with 2 of my buddies, I conducted a 3-month session for students who knew basic English but were not confident to speak English. So for those 3 months, we carried those batch of 20 children. And I'm happy to say that at the end of it, the local MLA came and he was so appreciative, and he wanted me to conduct personal classes. I said, no, this is under the Teach India mission. But then the satisfaction one gets by giving to these children, it's really fantastic. So that's been my background.
Wow. Awesome, sir. You are one of the examples that a lot of people should follow and bring a lot of change in the society and help them and empower them to the right level where they deserve. Thank you so much, Kumar sir, for all the actions that you have done in the past. So this brings me, Kumar sir, to my couple of questions that I wanted to ask you on this particular show. So Kumar sir, can you share your key stories that define your life?
Uh, Key stories that define my life. I think I will have to go back in time, because one of the first things that happened, and it is really defined my life, is somewhere in 1998. You know, at that time I was at the height of my career, and I was really very ambitious. Probably at that time I was very different to what I am today, and that is why it has defined my life. So I joined from an Indian multinational to a new company, which was a joint venture between an Indian automobile company and a French multinational and a French automobile manufacturer, and that was probably the first time such a joint venture was done. And I joined it. I joined it as head of the factory accounts, and I was very happy. I was very thrilled, and I wanted to make a mark. But as with all partners of two different cultures, two different sensitivities, two different countries, what happened is that that relationship started developing problems, and within a couple of months, I think they were virtually talking on the divorce terms. So what happened is that I had recently changed my job, and my children were young, and my mother-in-law had passed away. I had my father-in-law to take care. What happened is that I went through a period of about 7 or 8 months where I was working, but there was no salary. And in '98, the my salary was good enough to take care of the family. But then comes this big episode. So without the salary, how to manage? My wife was working, of course, but with one salary and a home loan to take care of, plus two kids, it was really tough. It was really tough. And let me tell you, I went through a very bad phase. And that was when I realized that there is something called somebody who comes forward to talk to you and support you. And that was my wife at that time. And I really appreciate her spirit because she was so very confident that things will change. And it was that belief that things will change. That belief was something contagious. It came, it was contagious. Though I was not very convinced, but it was contagious. And over a period of 2-3 months, it started making its change. But I'll tell you, the first 3-4 months, I was very bad as an individual. But the next 3 months has changed me as an individual. And what you find today, the Kumar that you find today, is not the Kumar that was there at that time. Actually, there were two stories. One was this. The second was sometime in 2018, when I went for my usual health checkup, and I had a severe setback in terms of the blood sugar levels and the HbA1c, all of which was way out of the normal. So that was another shocker that brought me back to my senses once again, and I started getting into a very sensible, orderly life with certain changes in habits. And just as I rediscovered myself in 1998, I again re-emphasized that discovery in 2018. So it was a lesson that was being repeated. So that is when, and I'll happy to say that HbA1c, which was 10.8, within about 10 months, it came to 5.7. And till today, I'm continuing to maintain that because that's a habit that is good for me. So these were the two defining moments, and I realized that I have strengths in me to change myself to become a better person. So these were the two defining moments in my life: 1998, 20 years later in 2018. So
Wow.
it's been really defining. Very good.
It's cool. It's cool. And thank you so much, Kumar sir, for sharing your two stories from the entire, treasure trove that you have. So awesome on that. So Kumar sir, would you like to share your high points which you had in your personal life?
High points in my personal life. One of the biggest high points was in 2003. That was the year when my wife passed away and I was in a bad shape. That was also the year when I met a very good friend of mine. At that time, he was just a casual friend. And he was going through a very bad phase in his personal life. And I realized what it means not to have somebody in the family. And I saw this good friend of mine going through a phase which was literally like a roller coaster downhill. There is no uphill, only downhill. And I used to spend a lot of time talking to him, and he used to love talking to me. I do not know what was it that made him come to me, but I felt it. This gave me a purpose that if I can make a difference to this gentleman's life, it would in some way give me that strength to also find a purpose for myself. So I am happy to tell you is that it took me 6 or 7 months, but after 6 or 7 months, I think his parents uh, called me up and said, "We really thank you. Our son is back with us, and he is not the same as what he is before." And today I'll tell you, though I will not take his name, but he goes about telling my name to the whole world. But he is one of my best friends, my best friend whom I can trouble at any time in the night, any time of the day or night, and he is available. And he is actually one of my trusted confidants. I can talk to him anything personal, and he's so very trusted that he keeps it with himself. I'm really thankful that that incident gave me such a wonderful person in my life. So that's one of my highest points in my personal life. The second, of course, is my elder son's marriage in 2018, which was a dream of my wife, and we really enjoyed it. And recently in 2019, my younger son also finished his masters in production science in Germany. So these are the high points of my life. I take pride in seeing others happy. So that's my happiness. That's where I derive my strength.
Wow, that's good, sir. So, sir, would you like to share with us your high points in your career?
Oh, career, yes, yes. Now you take me back to once again during all these times. There were. Uh, I am proud to say that I am associated with the manufacture of the first Indian aircraft carrier for the Indian Navy. It is the first Indian aircraft carrier which is being built by Cochin Shipyard. The reason I say this is because I was part of that team which bid for that project by Cochin Shipyard, and we were the main engine suppliers for the entire aircraft carrier. And this happened somewhere in 2008. I was part of the commercial team that negotiated the final contract, and I'm happy to say that from our side we have completed that contract. At least from my organization side, the contract was complete, and I think the aircraft carrier should be sailing out in another couple of years. So that was one of my high point, and I was proud that as an Indian, I'm contributing to something that means something for India. So that was the first one. The second one was, of course, a very unique of its kind project, which we did for a power generation company in Assam. And it is unique for the simple reason that this contracting structure called the consortium structure is rather difficult first of all to conclude, and second to execute it without problems. So both of which was done. The contract was concluded in 2016, and the project was up and running in 2018 end. And the beauty of it, both these projects, they built a revenue stream for the organization of close to 12 to 13 years. So, so it was a continuous. So I particularly see these two as high points in my career. I cannot take the names because for reasons, please excuse me.
That's completely okay, sir. We can understand that. So, Kumar, sir, you know, recently you started podcasting. I would like to know, how did this podcasting journey started, and why did you started this podcasting journey? And I can see the passion and the enthusiasm that you have when you create your podcast and the success that you have got. So I am curious and enthusiastic to learn about it.
Let me tell you one thing, Mithil. Actually, probably maybe podcasting is the end result of what I believe, and that is I basically believe in giving. And the thing is that when after I retired in 2019 March, I was in a little bit of two minds as to what I should do, because I have a passion for business as well as a passion for giving. So I tried out my hand at business. Unfortunately, it did not click. It did not survive. It did not move ahead. We had differences with my other two colleagues. So I prefer to maintain the friendship rather than go with the business. But thereapart, I went into a field which I like, that is coaching. So I did a master trainer course from an organization called IITD of Chennai, and after that I got actually into training in the offline space. In fact, I did a couple of trainings, and one of my last trainings was on negotiation skills for a company, and I was also contracted to do a series of trainings leading to leadership. So it was a series of trainings that was already being built up. And unfortunately, at that time, COVID came in. And as luck would have it, COVID has made people realize their strengths or weaknesses in different forms. And to be very honest, the first few days of those lockdown was painful because I was in two minds what exactly to do. You have knowledge, you have something to give, but you do not know how to give. That's where podcasting came into the picture. And I thought that if I cannot do an offline coaching, why cannot I spread my word to the people who when they receive it, at least they will feel better, they will feel enthused, because COVID and this lockdown and this isolation brings about tremendous pressure on yourself to maintain your calm. So that was my main reason for being into podcasting. Plus, also the fact that during when I did my Teach India spoken English course, I could see the joy on the children's faces. It was such a wonderful thing to see that joy. I thought I will not be able to see it, but at least I'll get some comments. So let me see whether I can get some comments which will make people happy, which will make them realize that they have strengths within themselves as much, because I did not have anybody to do that, to handhold me that, or to share me with that. I wanted to be with people so that they don't feel let out, that they are not alone in this world. So that's how the genesis of podcasting. And I'm really happy I'm on this journey. I'm absolutely happy.
Absolutely, sir. And we wish you all the best, and we pray for more success for your podcast. And through your podcast, it transforms a lot of people's life. So I wish you all the best, sir, for that.
Thank you so much, Mithil, and really appreciate you hearing the podcast, and I appreciate all the listeners who have all over the world who have listened to it. I will surely be there in the podcast scene for a long time to come.
Great, sir. So all the people who are listening to this particular episode, if they want to connect with you, Kumar sir, how can they do that?
They can connect me directly through the podcast on the voice message option. That's one. The second is there is also a link which will be shared, which is shared in the podcast, which is of my Facebook page, my Facebook profile, my LinkedIn profile, as well as my Instagram. And very soon I will also share my YouTube link so that people can connect me on either of these social media platforms. It will be available on all that.
So all the people who are listening to this episode, you can find all the links in the description. Do check out those links and connect with Kumar sir and learn more about him. And do listen to his podcast. His podcasts are amazing, and maybe it will, turn your life or give you a bulb on moment and can take things further. So Kumar sir, before we end this particular episode, would you like to say something to our viewers?
Yes, the one thing that I would like to say is that please hear out these podcasts. Please connect to these podcasts, because the light bulb moment, when it comes in your life, you never know. And that light bulb moment is always when you listen to something which appeals to your heart. That is what I feel people should look at and listen to it with your heart. That would be great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you so much, Kumar sir, for being as a guest on our show. It was our honor. And thank you so much for providing lots of values through your stories, and people can, relate to it. So thank you so much, sir, for it.
Thank you very much, Mithil. I really enjoyed this interview. Rarely have I found myself to be enjoying life so much. It's so vibrant, and being in your company, I think it's excellent.
Thank you so much for that. So you have just listened to the Digital Maddie Show with your host Mithil Dave, and we have an amazing guest, Kumar sir, over here. He just shared his amazing stories with us. So do listen to it. Thank you so much for listening to this particular episode. So if you are watching this particular video on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. And if you are listening as a podcast, don't forget to subscribe to Spotify or Apple Podcast. Thank you so much, Kumar sir, once again for being as a guest on the show and providing your stories as a value. And it's an honor that, it's our honor that you're having you as a guest on our show. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Mithil. Thank you very much.